What's up, everyone? Retro Leo here with another comic book review. This time, this book came out Wednesday, but my comic shop didn't get a copy and I had to order it. I just now got it. This is The Flash, number 759. If you've been reading The Flash, you know that Zoom has taken over Barry's body. And this book starts with Eobard Thawne talking about how he's going to basically be a better Flash than Barry ever was. And so we cut to the Young Justice in New Mexico, and Flash shows up, and he says, he talks to his grandson, Bart, and him and Bart take off running, and then we cut to Barry, and he, at the end of issue 758, Barry was trapped in what he believes is the Speed Force, but it's not really the Speed Force. And these two speedsters are attacking him, and they're like, "You must hold on, Barry. Don't let yourself get lost again. You've paid for the Flashpoint enough. You have to see that by now." And then Barry closes his eyes and reopens them, and he sees them for who they really are. And it turns out it's Max Mercury and Jesse Quick. And they tell him that he's not in the Speed Force, but technically, the Speed Force doesn't just connect on a physical or mental level, but deeper. And Max Mercury says Wally went through something similar right after he and I first met. He was lost and needed to find his way back. And he asks Barry if he's ever used the Speed Force within, and Barry's like, yes, speed thinking. And he's like, you can do that here too. Use that ability to push out into the Speed Force. So Barry does, and he sees Bart running with Eobard Thawne. And we then cut to the Rogue Gallery, and they're causing a little mischief. And they're like, isn't this funner than waiting for Thawne to tell us what to do? And then the Flash and Bart show up, and they start taking down the Rogues. And the Trickster throws a bomb at Eobard, and he can kind of feel Barry trying to fight him out of his body, get out of his mind. And he catches the bomb and throws it back at the Trickster, blowing him up. And Bart's like, oh no. And he's like, Flash goes, you can go deal with the rest, I'll take care of him. And he's like, we should get him to a hospital. And he's like, no, I'll take care of this. And he grabs him and takes off. And Bart's kind of like, that's not my grandfather. He kind of just can sense that's not him. And so he goes to, we cut to the base of all the Rogue Gallery villains that are waiting for Eobard Thawne's orders, and they're getting kind of fed up with him. And he shows up and says, I told you to stay here, and he throws the Trickster's body unconscious on the ground. And Gorilla Grodd goes, we are not yours to bark orders at, Thawne. You have much to answer for. Explain how you possessing the Flash's body helps us. And he says, Barry is trying to fight me. The possession is not fully taking toll. Here, go get these last few things I need, and then I'll give you the keys to your future. And then we cut to Iris and Wally, and I'm not sure who the woman in purple is, or pink. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, sorry. And she's talking about how this place was her family's, but she doesn't come here anymore because there's too many bad memories. And Wally's like, we just can't sit around here. And then the girl in the pink says, Barry told us to take care of your Aunt Iris, Wallace, to keep her safe from Thawne, so that's what we're doing. And just then, her name's Allie, there we go. Just then, Barry shows up, and Wally's like, I thought the plan was not to see each other for a few days. And Iris is like, how did you know where to find us? And he said, you're my lightning rod. Is it safe for you to be here? Iris asked. And he says, I took care of Thawne. What does that mean? What about the Legion of Zoom? Allie asks. Ha, what is the deal with all the questions? How about this? I know exactly where Leo Barr's little team is headed. Why don't the three of us go and show them we mean business? And then Bart shows up and starts beating the crap out of Barry. And he's like, you're not my grandpa. And they're like, and Wally's like, who are you? And he's like, oh, I'm Bart. You don't know me. I was the Kid Flash, but I've been hanging out with the Young Justice. And Barry gets up from being hit into a tree. He's like, I should have killed that little brat. And Wally's like, why should we trust you? And Iris is like, because he is family. I remember you, Bart. And Iris is his aunt. And Bart asks Iris where Wally is, and she's like, I'm sorry, Wally won't be joining us this time. And so Barry comes in to fight him, and Iris steps in the way. She's like, you've ruined everything. And she's like, Bart was right, you're not Barry. And you've tried this before with Wally. And on my wedding day. And Kid Flash is like, wedding day? And he said, and the Flash goes, oh, no. You trying to give me a history lesson. I know your futures. I know all your ends. But maybe I speed that up. It is my MO to help people die before their time, right? Son, I mean this with all due respect. And then you turn the page and Jay Garrick shows up and he says, get the hell away from those kids. It's good. I enjoy reading The Flash. I mean, it's nothing serious. It's just a fun read. Nothing to take too serious. So, I would say pick it up. It's definitely worth the $4. So, until next time, y'all, Retro Leo out.